the coolest thing from making videos in general is just because I've made money making videos, making YouTube videos, but not the way that you think I would have. And so this is me explaining to you 5 things that have actually changed my life because I started making YouTube videos every single day. And I think a lot of it is, like, the very first one is that I feel a sense of purpose. I really genuinely do. I think it gives me a sense of passion, a sense of purpose, a sense of knowing who I am and where I'm going, and knowing that, like, every single day that I film, I'm actually doing something that moves me more towards my goals of becoming a better filmmaker, becoming a better speaker, becoming a better friend, and being able to actually provide others information. And when I say, like, I made money from videos, it's because once you start making something, my thing is as simple as just talking on camera every single day, you get inspired to do other things. And it takes a little bit of willpower, but eventually that willpower will become a habit. And so the second thing that has really made me super, super happy and has changed my life about YouTube videos is that I really genuinely feel like once you start seeing other avenues for making more money, or getting better editors, or finding more opportunities. Because once you start making these videos, other people see even when you don't think they will see. I know, like, a lot of my videos, they only have like 30 views right now. Some of them have upwards of 500, but what happens is once that transfers that skill over to Instagram and TikTok, some of those videos have like 80,000 views or even more than that, because you're building the skill of being able to talk on camera and you're already getting like the jitters out. And that's what I'm doing here, was I get the jitters out on YouTube videos and I get to edit a little bit and have a little bit of fun. But YouTube is the place where I get more emotionally serious, but less technically serious. I don't have to be in depth and edit a video super freaking hard, and every day I'm getting a little bit better, and I eventually probably will, but this is a place where I get to scrapbook and try things out and have a lot of fun. Whereas in Instagram, you gotta like look super cool, and TikTok, you get to like post garbage, which is super fun too. But YouTube, I get to have more of a sentimental thing. So the third thing is, I feel like I know that giving advice is something that a lot of people would love to do, and sometimes people aren't ready to receive your advice. But when I'm talking on camera now, I can actually just say exactly what I mean and how I want to give advice, because I know that the person sitting right behind there, you actually are looking for this advice. You're not one of my friends that I'm trying to like impose my opinion on. I get to have friends and confidants that actually are genuinely excited to see me post every single day and want to hear the words that I have to bring and the value that I'm able to provide to you. And so that gives me a real sense of love, really genuinely love. And I think the third thing, I don't know if I did 3 already, but the third thing would be every single day I have this camera and I get the opportunity to learn something new. Every single day I learn a little bit more about my camera. I learn a bit more like f-stop or the angles that I'm trying to use, or I'm able to learn about myself and what I'm holding myself back from. For example, like I watched like TikTok for like a couple minutes before I started this video because I couldn't bring myself to just start filming. And that's super cool because I'm learning how to use willpower in a way where I can just sit down and talk and have a really good time. And the fourth thing is, I'm just so very, very happy that I get to get into this flow state every single time I make a video. Right now, like the things that are coming into my mind are coming straight into the camera, and that's a beautiful thing because I'm not overthinking. I'm not thinking about tomorrow. I'm not thinking about the past. I'm not thinking about the future. I'm literally right here just looking into your eyes and just talking, which is super, super cool. And I think that flow state is something that you get into once you make like 10 or 20, I think, just videos in general. I used to spend every single day filming an Instagram video, and that's where I started finding people that wanted to invite me to film studios and people that wanted to hear my story and wanted to hear more about my life. And so I've been on podcasts, I've been doing film shoots, and now I'm even able to go out and do bigger projects. Like eventually I'm going to the Salt Flats and I'm going to burn a piano. I might even have like a professional pianist there. I might have like a really good guitarist, great wardrobe, like fashion designers and stuff like that. Just because, well, one, being a photographer and videographer, your personality really is everything. And I get to use my great personality, well, that was like conceited as hell, but my ability to speak to others in a way that actually benefits me, because before it was kind of harming me, like being out all the time or talking to so many different people, it felt like my energy was so scattered. But now that I'm able to pair those two things together, videography, talking on camera, with the charisma, or like the outgoingness, because outgoingness is really one skill, but like it doesn't really make you get very far if you don't have like a trade or something like that. And I never really had a trade, and so being on YouTube makes me feel as if I have a trade. And 5, the very last thing, and I'm so glad you made it to this part, is I have to learn how to freestyle. And what that means is, not only when I'm speaking right now do I learn how to freestyle and be able to provide information that's really helpful, it's being able to come up on the fly with very witty remarks or very good analogies. For a really good example that's like kind of similar is like if you're sitting in the car driving with your friends, you put on some like rap beat and you guys are constantly rapping together. Eventually that skill comes in handy when it's a higher pressure situation and someone asks you a question that could be very like dramatic towards the future. And that's where, this is like a saying from the Perry Group, shout out Perry Group, talent meets opportunity, is when you have like a talent for saying the right thing at the right time, and the opportunity shows up and you just say the right thing at the right time. It's kind of like sales. And those are the reasons that I think YouTube has changed my life, is because I'm able to truly feel like I have a passion and purpose. I'm able to connect my friends with videography and photography. I'm able to put out a message that really helps people. I'm able to gain a skill on a daily basis. And the 5th one is I'm able to give advice to people that actually really want it. So, yeah. I love you. Thank you for listening. Leave a comment talking about some of the things that you want to hear from me, because obviously I'm just learning. Right now I could be a spiritual guide for you. I could be the person that talks about videography and photography. I could be the guy that does whatever. But I mean, let's just give me something you want to hear. The main parts of my life are, I'm a pretty good skateboarder. I really love talking about education and learning about the spirit and soul. I love talking about business and money. And I love Salt Lake City. So we can always talk about things like that. Or fashion. Whatever you want. Give me a little comment. Let me know what you want to see.